We're drowning in euphemisms, as you may have noticed. No one in charge speaks English anymore. Instead, they speak around English. They can't say anything clearly because the truth about what they're saying is too horrifying. So euphemisms are everywhere. The latest is gender-affirming care. What is that exactly? What is gender-affirming care? Well, gender-affirming care is the sexual mutilation of children. That's what it is. Here's a specific example. Boston Children's Hospital alone performed 65 double mastectomies on children between 2017 and 2020. Now, these weren't mastectomies for, say, breast cancer. They were not medically necessary. They were in response to trans ideology. That's according to the Journal of Clinical Medicine. So, to be clear, Boston Children's Hospital is not ashamed of committing sexual mutilation of children. They brag about it on YouTube.
Gender-affirming hysterectomy is very similar to most hysterectomies that occur. A hysterectomy itself is the removal of the uterus, the cervix, which is the opening of the uterus, and the fallopian tubes. Some gender-affirming hysterectomies will also include the removal of the ovaries.
A phalloplasty is a procedure to basically create a penis or a phallus for an individual who was born biological female and who seeks transition to a male. We typically utilize tissue from elsewhere. For example, the forearm or the thigh is used.
So that's not the sexual mutilation of children? Well, that's exactly what it is. Why is no one in jail for this? Well, because no one knows it was happening. Then the Twitter account Libs of TikTok drew attention to it, and confronted with the facts, Boston Children's Hospital tried to deny it was even performing these mutilations. In response, Libs of TikTok is being accused of something called stochastic terrorism. That's a phrase you hear all the time. Bubbled up from the academic world, and it's used by midwits online to suggest that if you disagree with them, you're committing violence. It's another attack on freedom of speech. A man called Billboard Chris has been accused of this many times. He travels the country with signs opposing puberty blockers. His real name is Chris Elston. We're happy to have him join us tonight. Chris, thanks so much for coming on. So why are you doing this?
Well, Tucker, I became aware